Here's Wilson to throw right away. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, Wilson dumps it off to Mixon. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on second down, Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Seahawks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. Down to about the 45.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nakobe Dean charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. On the return is Williams. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 30 on second down, Fields. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Terry McLaurin, 30 yards. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. This one brought in by Jefferson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on second down, Wilson. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Wilson's throw complete there to Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. One quarter done and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on E. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jamar Chase from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Now it's Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! John Fitzpatrick, 47 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. McPherson on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now Fields. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down, On short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him run down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 134 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the gun, it's Walker. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They'll try and run Walker. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Carlson able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Wilson to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. 7 yards there and a first down. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 183 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides in blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now it's Fields.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Here's Walker.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, Walker.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Carlson is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson.
Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
On third down, Wilson.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Pats are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They run again with Walker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there. So maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And the slot man goes in motion left. Straight ahead, Walker. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 245 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Touchdown, Patriots. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 70 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Fields.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Slot man moves right. On second down, here's Mixon. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They go play action now. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Boye Mafe
Just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This from 54 yards away.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 59 yards.
And the Pats take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw on second and 10, Wilson.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
That's to Freiermuth.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. again, Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion,